Hysterical. So funny.
Hey guys! Guys! Hey! So you know what, guys?
What?
You don't really interest me. You don't really,
No,
pique
what is
my...
it?
I'm gonna tell you, Jared.
Alright.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna come out and I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Okay, what is it?
I was thinking, spitballing ideas here for us to just talk about 19, 20, and 21. I mean, just probably the best 2 years in the world.
Wow.
Easily.
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 Wow.
I mean, why don't we try to figure out what's the top 10 events from each of those years? Just figure it out right now. Yeah, let's just figure it out. Let's just go through it and let's just talk it out. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's do it. All right, give it up big. Woo! And coming in at 10 of our top 10 events of the year 1920, the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution prohibits each state and the federal government from denying any citizen the right to vote based on that citizen's sex. It was ratified on August 18th, 1920. Jason, if you would like to take it away.
Yeah, we ranked this number 10 because we didn't find this really important. Most women voted the way their husbands did, and it had little effect on the presidential campaigns as well as election turnouts. Also, we'd like to point out that not a lot of women even took the opportunity to vote in this respectable amendment that gave them the rights that they so respectably asked. In other words, it was garbage.
Silly women, you don't have a voice. Number 9 on our list of greatest events from the year 1920 is the Curse of the Bambino.
The Curse of the Bambino.
Now, this curse was a superstition cited as a reason for the failure of the Boston Red Sox baseball team to win the World Series in the 86-year period from 1918 to the year 2004.
Now, the sale of Ruth to the Yankees was completed January 3rd, 1920. Red Sox owner and theatrical producer Harry Frazee used the proceeds from the sale to finance the production of a Broadway musical, usually specified as No, No, Nanette. If you haven't seen it, you might want to check it out.
Number 8 on our list of greatest events in the year 1920, we have the Black Sox scandal, which refers to an incident that took place around and during the 1919 World Series. 8 members of the Major League franchise, the Chicago White Sox, including famous baseball player Shoeless Joe Jackson, were banned for life from baseball in the 1920 court case for throwing games.
And number 7, the establishment of the NFL. On September 17, 1920, in Canton, Ohio, the National Football League was born. Individuals representing 10 professional football teams attended the meeting. One such team represented was the Dayton, Ohio Triangles. The Triangles would go on to play in the first game and score the first touchdowns in this new football league. This founding represented the new pastimes that America was trying to explore.
Number 6. The murder of Big Jim Colosimo by the notorious gangster Al Capone. Capone, needing to escape a murder investigation in New York and also tidy up his image, accepted an offer to go to Chicago. Capone went to solidify himself as the most powerful gangster in Chicago by murdering Big Jim Colosimo on May 11th, 1920. This reflected the golden age of gangsterism that was growing during the early years of 1920.
And coming in at number 5, the Wall Street bombing, which occurred at 12:01 p.m. on September 16, 1920, in the financial district of New York. The blast killed 38 and seriously injured 143 people. The Wall Street bombing may have been perpetrated by a group of anarchists. This showed how some were upset by the growing amount of people involved in the stock markets at the time.
Coming in at number 4, the world's first commercial radio. Henry Davis set up the radio station KDKA on November 2nd, 1920. Davis himself stood before the microphone on that historic day to read the results of the presidential elections. The radio brought families together by being able to listen to radio shows, various advertisements, and sporting events across the country.
Now we got number 3. Republican Senator Warren G. Harding was elected in the 1920 election after many were upset with the Democratic policies of Woodrow Wilson. With a 4-to-1 spending ratio, Harding won in a landslide with over 60% of the popular vote. Harding's weakness and laid-back approach in office led to a cabinet filled with corruption. After his death, it was revealed that he was a raging alcoholic and had 2 illegitimate children.
Daddy!
You're not my kids.
Coming in at number 2, the Red Scare, becoming prominent in 1920, was a period of strong anti-communist attitudes amongst Americans. After the Bolshevik Revolution of Russia in 1917, many feared the communist ideals would spread throughout the nation. Attorney General Palmer, aka the Fighting Quaker, rounded up about 6,000 Red suspects who he either imprisoned or deported. One zealot cried, "My motto for the Reds is SOS, ship or shoot." This scare led to anti-foreignism, isolationist attitudes, and immigration quotas later on.
Oh, gee whiz, I hope there's no communists around. Whoa! Haha, communism! Oh my god! Ah! Alright, get out of here, you commie. Ugh.
Alright, here we go, the greatest event from 1920. Loudly supported by churches and women, the 18th Amendment establishing the prohibition of alcohol was passed on January 17, 1920. As Henry Ford stated, from now on it will cost a man his job to have the odor of beer, wine, or liquor on his breath. However, Old World Americans accustomed to drinking sought to disobey this federal law and created speakeasies, hired rum runners, created home brew, and employed bootlegging. And still, bank savings increased, the amount of absent workers decreased, and the overall consumption of alcohol was in fact lowered.
Whoa, 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 I'm breaking this up, I'm shutting this down. I'm a federal officer.
Oh my god! It's the